All right. The biggest blessing that you can say when you're addicted to something, that whole experience of being addicted and then overcoming the addiction or transcending the addiction, the main point and blessing of that is that you are forced to recognize the power of grace or God. You are forced to realize the difference between your limited power and the power of the universe. This is what happens. Why are you forced? Because God uses these addictions to show us the limitation of our own power, self-will power, mind power, that which is the conditioning of a human being has to experience. Thinking that we're this autonomous individual self and we only have our mind power and this is what we're using to accomplish things in life and to awaken, etc. A real addiction will show you that's a very limited power, you see? Because you can't stop doing something that's like debaucherous and destructive. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. Just whatever it is. We don't need to go through all of it. Whatever it is, you're doing something that's making your life unmanageable and that's destroying you even on some level, and that makes your mind really busy and interferes with your spiritual practice, interferes with your relationships, interferes with your health, etc. You're doing something that does that, but yet you can't stop doing it. How is that beneficial? Because then something truly surrenders, not a mental, not you're not just saying the word surrender. Something surrenders because you're at that point now in your evolution where it's time to surrender because you've hit bottom with this ego limited human self. You've hit bottom with it. So now on subconscious level, which is the most important level, a surrender takes place and you start to feel this flow, this God power now that's always been in you, but now you have access to it. Now it's bleeding through your human life and your mind, and it's purifying your mind and your emotions, and it's changing your relationships you have with people. You have more compassion now, more unconditional love. You're more calm. Why? Because the real power is flowing through you now. Why? Because you've realized what surrender is. Why? Because addiction forced you to realize what it is. That's why I say it's a blessing. It's a gift. It's really helping to accelerate this evolution, spiritual evolution. And then you might notice there's a difference when you speak compared to another person who's just memorized the sutras and Bhagavad Gita or non-dual talk. When they talk versus when you speak about surrender or something or awakening, the vibration's different because you've actually been through it. Whereas maybe somebody else, they're just talking. Nothing exists and I'm awake and you're not, but I can help you and give me $100 and all that. You're like, you don't even have to say nothing. You just, see? But your presence will have some power because you've transcended something, because God gave you the gift of being a slave to an addiction. So then, this new recognition of this power that's flowing through you now, you start to know how to apply that to all the aspects of your life, because now there's discernment. Now you've tasted the difference between human limited mind power versus your true universal power. You know what it feels like now to when you do things to be, you can say, God assisted versus like mind assisted. Man, it is hot out right now. It's humid and hot. Can you tell? I don't know. I can feel it. You know the difference between that God-powered, mind-powered. So then you start to apply that to all other aspects of your life. You're like, whoa, I feel my mind's like excited. It wants this. Okay, that's natural. It's human being. I understand. But I want to, like, can I let go like I did with the addiction now? Can I? Oh, whoa, I can actually. Oh, cool. Okay, nice. You enjoy this evolutionary journey now. And you understand it's an evolutionary journey. That's another thing. And it never ends. You see that with the addiction, you had to be a slave for as long as you needed to be one for, so that then you could enjoy and taste the whole transformation and transcendence that comes from that. So see, now you're not fooled anymore by this concept of like awakening. I'm awake. You realize, oh no, right? The human individual self has to go through these things. It's here to experience this alchemic process, because that's what it is. And so you know how it works, so you don't judge yourself. If there's another situation that comes up that brings up some karma and shows you your human limitations, you don't judge it. You're like, okay, this is another piece of karma, like the addiction that I'm going to be working through. Did it once, I'm going to do it again. And I'm not doing it. This is life doing it. I'm experiencing it as though it's me doing it, and there's a sense of that. That's cool, because this is a high-tech virtual reality game. So I feel like I'm doing everything. That's nice. I know I'm not, but sometimes I don't even know I'm not. That's also nice, because I'm in a real 3D game. You appreciate the game, and you let the game play itself. And that's what you do. Just let it play yourself. And then you appreciate the power of grace, how it comes when you surrender. This is the best thing. You couldn't appreciate grace if you didn't have the contrast. You have to be struggling in self-will, and I'm trying to do this, and damn it, I can't do this, man. I don't have the power to do this. Grace, wait a minute, something shifted inside. I had some kind of shift in consciousness. All of a sudden now, it's like I have some power. I didn't have power before, but I have power. Oh, it's not my power, though, clearly. It's not my power. I remember what I thought my power felt like. That's a very limited power. This power is like, it's the universal power somehow working through me. Like there's nothing it can't handle. Like addictions, like what's that? So you know the difference now. And that's a great experience to have. So it's worth the suffering so that you can taste that experience. Okay, did I get everything? I think I did. Good. So this video, yeah, I've already made a few, so energy's going down a little. I got to make another video on my spiritual growth channel, or Transcendent Shadows channel. That's more intermediate spirituality. If you want to see that, I talk about diet and people that have any mental imbalances. It's on my channel homepage. I have 3 other channels you can go see. I have a girl channel for females, for women, Divine Femininity, if you want to see that. I do consultations. If you feel moved to contact me for that, my email is on the banner on my homepage. And that's it for today. And I'll see you soon. Have a good day. I think I'm going to go in the ocean because I'm hot. See you.